Well, we were going to go to the baseball field today, and since it's been raining non-stop for the last week, this is what the baseball field looks like. It is just a pond. So, we're going to head up to Chautauqua, because I haven't let any homeowners know I was coming on their land today to give them a prior notice. So, the only ones I have full reign on anytime I want to go without notice is Chautauqua and the baseball field. So, we'll head up there. We're going to give Chautauqua Festival another try. I got the Spectra V3i with the DTEC 13-inch coil on. I'm going to listen to some of the more sensitive signals that are down deep. Be digging whatevers today. So we'll try to see what we can find. I'm also going to, since I had a good response to some of the mapping, I'm going to show you something I discovered this week that will hopefully get permission to hunt, and hopefully make a video of that someday, and then some of the mapping that I used in order to find out where this site is. So let's take a look at that. Downloaded modern aerial photography, so I got a good idea of what I'm looking at. This type of mapping is specific to the profession that I do, but you can also find mapping this accurate on your auditor site or PVA site looking for tax identification. See that I have a line on there. The white one is an old road, and then there's a new road in 1901. This one was in 1832. I know this road existed in this position and in this position. This is put in by land surveying bearing and distance, or a north 86 west so many feet, and that's how I plotted this. And you can see that it tracks along that tree line there. Use features that are in the field that you can see today. As if you walk over there and stand in those woods, you can actually tell where the old roadbed is. Although that is not on the property that the festival happened on, it's actually over here in this area, from what I can tell from stuff that I've found in the field so far. Now, when I talk about survey maps, this is an old plat. This is actually the west side of the road here. And you see the creek that crosses the road? The creek that crosses the road? And it's been changed for modern day so they could put in that bridge. But that segment of road right there I know existed by somebody that was there during the time when this survey plat was done in the late 1800s. See that lane right there? That's that lane. Another survey that was done in 1901. New road, old road. And this is the piece of property that I'm working on here, which it's blown up. It's a smaller section of it, so it doesn't look exactly the same. But I know coming up this boundary line over here that they took a course here. Here's that boundary line. And then the old road, even though it doesn't have a bearing and a distance on it, that it arcs up. Well, I know where this piece of road is from the other survey. I can physically put this road in by bearing and distance based on this property line over here, or by physical features like those trees running right there, and then just guess where that old road used to come through. So I know where this is, and I know where that is, and I know where this property line is, all in relation to those surveys. So there you go, there's the old road. Well, I know the Chautauqua Festival wasn't in 1832, and I know it was definitely going on in 1901, and prior to that, back into the, I think, 1880s, and went to 1906, plus or minus. These are just generic dates. So it makes sense that where I'm finding all this here is right here, because if this field was still open, it could have been trees at that time. Nobody knows. This could have all been a forest. So if this was an open field, it'd be a great place to have, you can see drainage from where they're not plowing it right here to have a festival. And it's close to town, which town's right over here. You can see the city starts right there. So there's a good idea of how maps and surveying data can help you out on your sites. And remember, all these maps and survey data and aerial photos are free to the public. Taxes pay for that. People get it recorded, and it's public record. So public record, you can go into a map office or clerk's office and obtain these things. Just ask them. They're really nice people, and they're there to help. It's going to be really windy today, so I'm sorry for all the wind noise on the camera. And it looks like it's going to be really muddy out here too, but at least it's not a pond. See, I was showing you those drainage ditches where they're not plowing on that aerial photo. There it is right there. And then that tree line where the road was running down, it's over there. These sites are easy to find once you get out here in the field. Trying to find the hot spots within it is not as easy, but a little bit of research can go a long way. Make your day a lot better out detecting. First signal I got for today. Tap that, get it all. Let's take a look at what we have. I've been in here a little bit. I couldn't seem to find it, but I think I have it right on top now. It is like everything's sticking to me today, so obviously, because it's really muddy. And there it is. Get this focused. And let's see what we got. Not sure right off. Ooh. Give me just a minute and I'll clean it up and get back on here. Alright, right there at the bottom you can see a 1, an 8, and it might be an 84, but I can't really tell. It's an Indian head scent. And you get a little further proof on the back if you can see the shield. Maybe somewhere in there if I don't drop it. See it? There it is. So that's a confirmation on what it is. Well, at least I'm not skunked for the day. That's the first one. There's a lower V3i target. And then I'm going to pinpoint. It's about 5 inches. And you can see it's reading between 11 and 9. I'm going to analyze. This looks like a little bit of a larger target with a decent parabola to it. It's not the best scenario in the world, but we're going to dig it anyway. Alright, we got some dirt out of the hole. Going to check it. It's right about there. This is what we have so far. It's a dirt clod. Gonna hunt through this thing fairly quick, see what we find. It could be anything. Remember, it's low V3i, so it's probably either aluminum, hopefully gold. It could be a bullet. Not seen it yet. I probably already dropped it. I should get my pinpointer out. I was hoping to see something circular. Ah, and I see something circular. See? Circular. That's always good. A lot better than foil. So, we have something. Can't tell what it is. Looks interesting. Give me just a second. It's hard to hit the buttons on my camera because my hands are so full of mud. And that's my daily phone, so it gets a little tough. Oh, it's a V-nickel. Can't beat that. Didn't clean it off real well, but you can see, so I'll probably have to hit the focus button. Oh, you can see it there. V-nickel. Let's go check out the date. I don't usually get a lot of these just because low V3i's are. There you go, 1902 V-nickel. And as you can tell, I'm hitting 2 coins already, and I've been here for probably 20 minutes. I'm slowing down. And then pay attention to everything, not just the nice loud ones. And I do dig low V3i's. This is what you get when you dig low V3i's. Here's a target I've been working with. I wish I would have videoed from the beginning, but it was too iffy. It's getting some pretty good readings if you can see that. Really responsive. I'm already, you know, this shovel it's probably 12 inches, 10 inches, and I'm already that deep. I haven't pinpointed much with the hand pinpointer. I'm trying to get on down in here, so see if the signal quits or if I'm catching the edge of something that's steel that's close to the target. Because sometimes I'll get bad readings off of a steel target. It's close. When I said, just like I said when I began, set on 92 sensitivity. About 4 inches deep and on the side. So that's usually an iron target that I'm picking up because my sensitivity is too high. Well, not too high. It picks up metal targets sometimes that are larger and makes them sound off like really good targets, just like we're seeing here. There's our dirt clod. Let's see where, pull a couple pieces out. Could be the old Square now, my namesake there. Kind of one of the reasons why I got that name. My wife also suggested it. And if you're married and know what's best, you always listen to your wife. Oh, it's already gone. Uh-oh. There's my wedding band. Huh, maybe I already dropped it. Let me check. I did. Here it is. It's in there. So now we're down to that. I'm going to make this pinpointer hush up. And there it be. Looks like a fine square now. Could be a piece of fence. I'm going to go square now. It's most likely not. It's just some piece of steel. It's all rusted up. But that's what happens. Up on 92 and high sensitivities like that, some of these targets like this end up sounding like good ones. I'm sure there was something in there, what my metal detector was telling me to keep me from digging that, but I dig them anyway. It's like that one time I said I lined up on those two houses, and then I came north just a bit, and that's where I started. So I'm in what I call a hot spot. Now, just like when I first came here, they said, there's been plenty of people out there. They have already been hunting. You're not going to find anything, or most likely not going to. I proved to myself that when I came out here and found coins, that there is stuff to find. Now, when I left last time, I was pretty sure this has all been hunted out. I've been here for about a half hour and I found 2 coins. And I'm going to show you another target that I just picked up on this next dig right beside the camera that I pretty much right now think, because this awesome machine will tell me, that it's a coin. So let's check it out. I'll show you what I'm getting. About 8 inches down, I'm getting a solid 81, 95, 92, 82, which is really great. Now I'm going to pinpoint, which is really hard with this big old coil. That's center. Even higher, 89 to 92 at 8 inches deep. It doesn't get much better than that. So we're going to dig this and see what it is. It's in there. Oh man, it is bloody. But you got to metal detect when you can, so we're here. Looks pretty good. Nice and... See it yet? I don't see it. Something green. Oh, there's something. See it? I don't think it's a coin though. Could be interesting. We're hunting for coins most of the time, but being that this is a historical society site, this is pretty awesome. It's some sort of button, and you can see that there's a woman's face on there with long hair. I don't know what material it is. You know, it could be silver. It was reading up high, but it was really conductive. So there's the back of it. It looks like there could have been some sort of a button, but to me, that's very significant. I like that. So there's a really awesome button. It started out in the 30s, jumped up in the 80s once I got the hole plugged, and gave me some odd sounds. And now that I've got it out of the hole, it's in the 40s. I'm trying to find it here. It's a bullet. Don't know how old that one is. Not seeing that white patina. I'm not seeing a gas check on it. That looks like a fairly old one. Not really what we're looking for, but it's a bullet. A little different reading on that. See how loud that is? And how consistent that is? And it's 4 inches deep, which I just came off of, and it came to 66, but we're saying we're sticking around, you know, the 53, 54, 4 inches deep. I think that this is a pull tab, but it could be anything. You take a guess and see if you think you know what it is, but I think it's a pull tab. There goes the camera. Stand the camera back up. I can't even put my camera down today because it's so muddy and the wind just blows it over. Let's bring it down a little bit. Here's the other shot. Somewhat. you off there. Get my shovel. Get my metal camera stand out of the way. See what it is now? Hopefully I'm wrong. Right there. 6 1/4. And now what do you think it is? It started off as, you know, in the 50s. I pulled the plug, it's out, and now I'm up in the 80s. I've seen this happen a lot with, not silver, but with aluminum, like pull tabs. We're out in the middle of this big field. And, you know, it's not just the festival people that have been out here. It's a bunch of farmers, guys drinking sodas on the tractor and stuff like that. They pitch it in the field. Who knows how it could have got out here. Tornado blew it in. Could be anything from anybody. So let's find out together. See if it's aluminum or not. I'm hoping it's what that 80 was reading. That'd be nice. I don't see it yet. Oh, looks like we're gonna need the camera stand. It's right there. See it? I'm gonna set the camera up. Look what I'm dealing with here. I'm trying to put my camera stand in, and it's just as wobbly as it can be. Here's what we dug, or at least this is the ball with what we believe is a coin right now in it. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out, get a better look at it. And I've said it in the past, and my Indian heads come up in the 50s. And as you can see, it's starting to show up as 1 cent. Let's see what year it is. It feels like a thin one, it's not a fat one. So it's gonna be a little newer. It looks like, give me just a second. It looks like 1906 or 1900. Somewhere in there, but we have an Indian, which is pretty cool. I like that. Glad I dug that. I always have my eyes on the ground looking for things such as arrowheads and stuff like that, glass pieces. And I just came across this. It's a button. Porcelain button. Feels like center right there. Sounds like center. About 7 1/4, 6 1/2. I'm gonna analyze just for fun. Which I'll clean the screen so you can see it. Okay, see the parabola? Maybe. Very responsive. Somewhere in here. Let's check it out. Could be a pop tab. I think it's a penny or a cent. Oh, it's not either. Here we are. This is what we get. Focus. It's another piece of copper. I don't know what the copper's coming off of. And I broke it again. Maybe I can piece it together. Looks like somebody actually bolted or folded that together, fiddled with it before they actually threw it down. Kind of an odd thing, but you can see the green patina on it and good sign of copper. Pinpoint. It's more like right there. Try it again. Eight to 10 inches, and it's down in that muddy hole. Let's see what we get. That's not what I've had. I don't know what this is yet. I can see it's something. Metal or steel or iron or something. Oh, it's a piece of a knife, I think. You make out the base of that, the knife would have went that way. I believe that's what that is, but I'll clean it up more when I get to the house. Pretty interesting. Well, that's it for today. I'm got a headache and getting a little tired. I'm going through a little bit with quitting a 20-year habit of mine with smokeless tobacco, and today's a second successful day. did have a successful hunt today. Found a couple coins, some cool glass and stuff. I'll get cleaned up when I get to their house and show you all. But thank you for joining. If you like what you're seeing, please subscribe. And until next time, take care.